You. Hello, I'm live. And I forgot to say I was live, so I totally forgot. I totally forgot to put my little message out saying I was going to be live today. Oh, Lord. Continue with this. Hi, Belinda. Good afternoon to you also. Great to see you again. Saw each other earlier, I think, at Miriam's, maybe. At 9 o'clock around at 9 o'clock this morning, I think. So yeah, the day has progressed, and then all of a sudden it's 5, and I have to, do something. So I hope your day went well. Let me get my book out. I forgot to post that I was going live, and you would think after all this time it wouldn't make any difference, but apparently it does. I normally go out and post on several different, websites saying I'm going to be live, and I forgot to do that today. It dawned on me at 4:50 that I had forgotten to do that. So I'm scrambling around trying to post that, and so I hope people find me and come over and visit us. Let's see. Okay. Looks like it's just you and me, Belinda. Do you mind if we wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody finds me? This is wild. I'm going to put my thumbs up and see if anybody finds us. If not, that's okay. I'm going to work on my cards for the Halloween thingy that Janet and Dee Dee are doing. They're doing a postcard. I guess it's a swap. You make 5 cards, original cards, and you mail them to Janet Young, and then you'll get 4 back. And I don't know that the cards are necessarily cards that have to be mailable, if that makes any sense. It's just almost like the cards we just got done doing, the 31 cards we did for the Carrie's July challenge, but it's only 5, not 31. Hi, Pam. It's just you and Belinda. I forgot to go around and say that I was live, and I guess it makes a big difference. So, but I'm glad you're here. Did I see you earlier today? Were you at Miriam's too this morning? I can't remember. I know Belinda was there, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I don't have any Halloween stamps per se, but it can be Halloween or fall. And I didn't get my little sidekick out, but I could print out, hi, Barbara, good to see you. It's a little slow going. Yeah, I forgot to post that I was live. So we're waiting for people to show up, per se. But I'm glad you're here. And I hope things are well in Eureka. Now, all of that tropical storm, Pacific hurricane stuff, you're too far north for that to bother you, right? Because I think it said Central California. You don't get that kind of weather, I don't think. Pretty sure you don't. But I was just telling the ladies that I'm going to be working on the postcards thingy, and we only have to make 5, and you can do Halloween or fall. And I was going to die cut some of that. I have the leaf die cut, and die cut those onto soda cans. But I thought I would work on the Halloween kind of stuff. But I'll share with you what I have been working on this week. I've not gotten back to my the 12 by 12 canvas that I'm working on. Haven't gotten back to that. Just can't. I've gotten, I've reached like a brick wall on that. I know if you've ever worked on a project and you get so far, and then you just, okay, and then you stop and you can't seem to, you get to a point where you're not real happy with how far you've gotten, and you really are looking for some other way to go in order to complete the process. And that's kind of where I am. I was doing some embossing on the flowers that are going to go around it, and I'm not real happy with what they look like. So I'm stuck. And I was hoping that Kim has a group on Sundays, and apparently they don't meet the last Sunday of the month. So I was hoping to go over there and maybe get some inspiration or some suggestions. So it's sitting in my bedroom waiting to be worked at, and I haven't been able to get to it, so to speak. But the one thing I have been having fun with, I'll show you that real quick. It's not much to see, unfortunately, but Becky turned me on to a lady who's making a slow stitch bear. Ah, shit. Oh, well. And it's not much to see, but I've spent a good part of the week cutting out all of the parts to the bear, and so you can't really see much. But I've got all of my pieces cut out, and I've got a pack of African fabric from Rosemary Morris, and I was able to use almost all of the African fabric. So this bear is going to be made up of bits and pieces of African fabric. So that's, got an arm here, and then we got some paws. I know you can't see much, but I'm very excited about it. And it's slow stitches, all hand stitched. I guess it doesn't have to be hand stitched. You could do it on the sewing machine. But there's the bear's head, and the bear's is going to be all African fabric. So it should be interesting. And this is like the nose. This is the top of the head of the bear. And so that goes around the top of the bear. And then the face goes on either side. I know this is, and I'm just doing a running stitch, and I'm not very good at it. It's not too straight. So I don't know. This is going to be one of those projects that, you pick up and work on. But I managed to get everything cut out, and I almost made a mistake, and I almost cut out the pieces twice. And then I realized, well, wait a minute. And then I went back and looked at the blueprint, not the blueprint. What's it called? A pattern, and realized that I was able to harvest some material for that I thought I was running out of materials. I finished the junk journal that I've been working on, and so I just finished that. And this was one of the things that I found. Make a work of art, and I'm not going to bore you with going through it, but I finished it. And it takes forever. You think, oh, I only have a couple of more things to fill in. And then you turn the page, and there's another little card that has to be filled in. But this is just a straight up glue book. But it's all done. Every page is done. And so I finished that. And that took much longer than I thought. But isn't that true of everything? You say, oh, that's only going to take a couple of minutes. And then another day, 2 days later, you're still working on it. But it's done. Every last card has got something on it. And this is just straight out magazine images that I've been collecting and cutting out. So I finished that. And this is a jelly plate print I did. And underneath her is the, hello, Julie. And then I just did a little rubber, elastic thing to So that's another thing I've been working on this week. And now we're going to kind of see how far we can get with the postcards. But first, let's read a little bit from our good friend Robert Fulgram. Last week I read a little bit more than I normally read, but I wanted to, it was really about that little school kindergartners who were doing Cinderella, and the little boy said he was going to be the pig, and the teacher was kind of saying, well, there really aren't any pigs in it, but he said, well, there is now, kind of. But anyway, so that's where we finished. And then a waitress went over to a park and befriended some homeless people, and that she was really the hope, or the fairy godmother. So let's pick up where I left off. This book is still not arranged like the other books I've been reading out of. I have never much liked the conventional Cinderella story, not that ones that's most commonly told in the United States. The American Cinderella is a victim of bad luck. Her mother dies, her father remarries badly to a wicked woman with two narcissistic daughters. Cinderella is relegated to the role of mistreated servant, sleeping on the ash heap by the hearth. There's nothing she can do but accept her fate. About all Cinderella does is wish for luck, even though she doesn't expect any. She doesn't run away. She doesn't sabotage her living companions with clever moves. She doesn't cut their evil hearts out with a steak knife, which is what they deserve. Oh, no, nothing of the sort. Cinderella is a nice girl. She wimps around and takes it. She's waiting for something to happen to her. For no particular reason, the fairy godmother shows up so Cinderella can go dancing up at a king's house. Cinderella doesn't ask, where the hell have you been, lady? And how about some warm underwear and a couple of cheeseburgers with a side of fries instead of some see-through slippers and a ride in a jazzed-up pumpkin? Oh, no, none of that. Cinderella does just what she's told and goes off to the dance. Now, I'd think twice about trying to dance in glass shoes, but I'm not Cinderella. And I'd think twice about dancing with some unknown cutie pie who showed up at my party in glass shoes. At least the fairy godmother could have come up with dancing shoes. Gold lame alligator pumps with a strap across the instep. But then I'm not the prince either. And apparently the fairy godmother had the prince pretty well figured out, because the prince went out of his mind over Cinderella. And you know what happened next. Cinderella sits home and waits, never says a word about where she's been or what she knows. She waits. Maybe something will happen, is Cinderella's motto. She waits some more until the prince shows up, him with the foot fetish. He doesn't look in the door, and he sees two ugly girls and one dirty one and move on. Oh, no, not him. He doesn't care about beauty or character or cleanliness. It's the right foot he's looking for. And Cinderella doesn't care either. If it's what the prince wants, then she's going to go along with it. And they lived happily ever after, says the story. I don't think so. I will finish the rest of that next week. Now, this is funny because he mentions the American version of Cinderella. Now, the real version of Cinderella, I mean, it was again, I think Cinderella was written by the brothers Grimm, and boy, were they grim. And the original Cinderella, like the German one, leave it to the gruesome Germans, right? The stepsisters, hold on to your feet. They're trying to get their feet into the slippers, right? The slipper. And they slash off their heel and their toe, trying to get their foot into the glass slipper. That's in the original story, folks. I know. Gruesome. Hi, Marty. How are you? It's great to see you. Talking about Cinderella and how she sits around and waits for luck. Good luck. Today is the 25th. Oh, my Lord. That is amazing. Okay, let's see what trouble I can get into. I know, but that's the original, and as I recall, and I remembered that because it was so gruesome. You have a tendency to remember gruesome things. So I have some postcards here. Hi, Colleen. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to work on the, Janice knows that, yes, you know that that's the original. Yes, Grimm's were horrible. Yeah, they were kind of, I think they were a little sick. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, they were kind of, and they wrote Hansel and Gretel too, I think. Yeah, and they wrote some others that were really grim. So here's some postcards, and these are the real postcards. And I showed you that mail art thing that was in the mixed media workshop book, and she was making her postcards 5x7. But if these have to be mailed, I don't know that. Well, I don't have 5x7, so I'm going to do 4x6. And I was saying earlier, I don't really have. Oh, I'm thinking Brothers Grimm. That would have to have been in the 1800s, I would think. Mid 1800s, I think that's when those brothers were writing. I'd have to look that up, but not modern, not recently. So I don't have any Halloween stamps per se, but you can kind of take one stamp. Hi, Mitzi. Good to see you. You can take maybe one stamp and put a head on another stamp and kind of make like a Franken stamp. Hi, Anina. Welcome. Good to see you again. Saw you earlier today. So I stamped some stuff out, and I'll do the wet tissue thing, and we'll transfer these onto the postcard, and I'll add some other stuff. And I don't know if you can see this. This is where this is a friendly Halloween thing. But I had a bird, and I had like a little smiley face witch, and I put stamped the witch head on top of the bird body to give you. So that's what I was kind of talking about. And then I tried to do that. It's not easy to do. And this is a llama that I put like a skeleton of a lizard's head on top of that. It just has to be a stamp. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Halloween stamp. It could be a stamp and then a Halloween sticker. At least that's probably how I'm going to drift on this. But let's put some color on the postcards, and I thought about jelly plating them. Hi, other Colleen. And I have that 5x7. I have that 3x4, but I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to do the old nice cicadas. Oh, is that what that is? Oh, this is, oh, I didn't know that. Is that the cicada? Or is that the cicada? I don't know. I should know my bugs. One Inktober, I drew 31 pen and ink, drew 31 different beetles. I had a beetle book. BEE. Oh, with the wings. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Huh. I just thought that was a big, ooh, yeah. It's probably about as big as they are. The one with the long, really? This one? Oh my God. I just thought that was just a blown up housefly. That's what they look like. I don't think I've ever really paid much attention to what they look like. Oh, God. Yeah. All right, I'm going to do the old. I'm not good at the smack and drag. I can smack, but I'm not good at dragging. I don't know. And I'm going to use walnut stain direct distress oxide. And that looks pretty dry. Let's see. Ooh, I don't have much juice, but that's okay. Give that a little spritz of water, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, I got some water here. Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. It's from the Ancient Mariner. Probably the only line I remember. And the poor guy's walking around the deck of the ship with an albatross around his neck. Oh, that's not bad. So I like that, huh? Look at that. Dragon, yeah. Drag and tap it. I'm a drag and tapper. That's it. You got that. That's exactly what I'm good at is drag and. Is that not ridiculous? Did I not just have a pile of postcards here? How could they disappear? Honest to God. You saw them, didn't you? They were right here. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, there they are. God. Yes. I might do that. Let's see. We'll clean this all up. Maybe I'll add another color. Yes, I know what color. Ooh. I know what color I'd like. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. Ooh, come here. I've got napkins, and when the air conditioning turns on, the napkins go flying everywhere. Let's do this color. Ooh, what about this color? Where is it? No, where is it? Peeled paint. Oh, no. How about speckled? No, I don't have that open. Okay. Well, peeled paint. That's kind of a maybe a. I was going to do the. This one. The salvage patina. That's the one I was thinking of. Because I really like this color. All right, let's see. Thank you for that idea. So we'll do. Yeah, this is a lot juicier. This one, that walnut stain one, is years old. That's okay. That's all right. They might think it's a little odd, but what the heck? All right, let's see. Ooh. I like that. Get that little turquoisey color in there. Probably should have let it dry a little bit more. It's a little. But that's a quick way to get some color. Smack. Yeah, that's good enough to start with, right? 2 cards. Let me get my little a handy wipe. We'll just do those 2 cards and see where we go with that. Okay. All righty. I hope everyone's had a productive week. I have nothing to talk about. I normally, have stuff to tell you guys, but it's been pretty mundane. It's, I talked to my youngest son in Salt Lake City this morning. Saw the grandkids, but they were in the background. Said hi to them. I got the hi, the mumble. Let's put some. I bought all of this paper from. I bet you this was from Sandra. A big packet of tea dye. Oh, this is tea dye. Yeah, it is. It doesn't smell like coffee. So I guess it must be tea dye because it doesn't smell like coffee. Let's put some of that on here. Okay. A lot. That was hiding in the. Let's see. We got some doilies. Look at that, square doilies. I don't think I've ever seen. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's an Am. Yeah, I think you're right, Amy. Right, she's the dark hollow. Yeah, right, dark hollow, Amy. Yeah, this is an Amy pack, not a Sandra. Look at these. I don't think I've ever seen square doilies. Huh. They must go on square plates. Dark woods. Thank you, Janice. Yes, dark woods. I'll maybe put one of those on there too. And then there's some steno pads with little dots. I guess they still make steno pads. Hi, Kim. Did you enjoy your Sunday off? I was all ready to. Oh, look at these doilies. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize doilies came in all these different shapes and sizes, just like human beings. Ha ha ha. I'm just. Oh, wow. Got some goodies in here. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, I got. I know it takes. I mean, you're not. I mean, and you guys are far more organized. In my chat room, we just don't do anything. No, that's fine. No, I think it's great. I think it's great. It makes perfect sense to me. And this is it's a dictionary, but I think it's a foreign language dictionary. So let's glue one of these down and see where we get with that. Gyroscope. Ooh. But I think it's French or no. I don't. It's not English. It's not English. You will listen. Your tummy's growling for food, grumbling for food. Okay. Yeah, I made a pizza the other night, and I made pizza dough from scratch, and it didn't come out. I forgot to put salt in the recipe, and man, I guess I'm addicted to salt. It's a really quick pizza dough recipe. You throw everything in the Cuisinart, and you mix it up, and you end up with the recipe that I found it's one I used to make. It makes hi, Kathy. You're making a chicken Caesar salad right now. It is hot here. I bet it is. Well, we haven't been, I have to say we have been normal. Hi, Mama Juju. We've been normal hot, not super hot. But I know some areas have been abnormally hot. We have not been abnormally hot. We have been just regular hot, like mid 90s every day, 93, 94. We actually had a cold front come through. Hi, Angie. We had a cold front came through. It was a high of 88. I guess it is a cold front if you think about it, right? All right, we got that. And let's see. Let's put a random stamp on here. I can never get the tops off these. 94. Oh wow. That's hot for you, right, Colleen? For where you are, you don't normally see that kind of weather, do you? You definitely don't want to be cooking. But anyway, the pizza dough, rised, whatever dough does, it rised up, and and I use rapid rise. Oh, that's not nice. You've been in the 70s, and then all of a sudden, bam! Hi, Sandra. That's not nice. That's kind of a rude awakening. It's not nice to do that at all. And the piece of dough doubled in size, and I use rapid rise, Fleischmann's rapid rise yeast, and it, like in 10 minutes, you start out with a ball of dough about this big. In about 15 minutes, you got a piece this big. Anyway, I didn't add, it was just dough, it was just flat. But I went ahead and put the sauce on it, and a whole shitload of mozzarella and oregano and feta cheese, and it just was flat. It had no, but I've been eating it because waste not, want not. Most people would have thrown it out, but because I don't made big pizza, so I'm on my last piece, night 4. I have a little postcard thing, so I think I'll stick that on here. Even though it's not really make believe, right? Hi, Alon. Good to see you. I'm looking forward to next Sunday. Alon is going to join me next Sunday, and we're going to do image transfers on the jelly plate. Alon's going to hold my hand and walk me through it. And I'm very excited about that. I've done a few transfers on and off throughout the years, and it's always been a hit or miss type of thing. Let me do something like this. Gosh, I can't get these things up there. I cut this out to make that into a stamp. So let's do that. Let's see if I can do that. Maybe it's not going to be juicy enough. Huh. Thought it would be. Hi, Goldie. Good to see you. Oh, that worked out. Can you see that? Got a little action there. Let's try another. Do that up in the corner. It's all over me too. I had a prescription that I had called into the doctor's office on Friday, right? And I know she's not in the office on Friday, so I really didn't expect it to be filled until tomorrow. And then I got a pop-up thing from the pharmacy saying that both prescriptions were filled. They were filled at 10 to 1 this afternoon, which I thought was really odd. Anyway, I'm not complaining, so I can go do that tomorrow. All right. We need something else on this, and let's do a big ugly insect, a cicada. Cicada. Now they're active this year, right? They're out and about this year. And then do they really hibernate for 17 years, or is that kind of like a myth, or do they really hibernate for 17 years? I don't think I've ever. Maybe we had them when they lived on the farm. I'm not sure. I'm going to try one of those, and it'll disappear. Yeah. So let me cut that out. Cut it out. I was looking at this tissue paper, and both sides, I guess that's, yeah, I guess this is the shiny side. I never know what side you're supposed to print on. I'm having a party. That 4-year-old starts pre-K. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All week. Oh my gosh, Angie. Lucky you. Well, I'm happy for you. Is it just half day though? I'm guessing it's probably half day. Yeah. And when my kids went to nursery school, they didn't have pre-K. They went to nursery school, and then when they turned 5, they went to kindergarten. And nursery school was 3 days a week, 9 to 11, only 2 hours. All right, let's see how this is going to work. We'll stick this like here, like so, maybe. Let me get out the matte medium. I know, fun bugs. Those are, what do you call it? Timmy stamps from way, way back, from a long, long time ago. I've had them forever. It's an odd, I think it's let me show you, it's a very odd set of stamps. And the reason why I say it's an odd set of stamps, I'll show you and see what you think. All right, this is the set of stamps. You've got all these bugs, right? And then a big thing of text. Oh, don't have to watch him anymore. He goes from 8:10 till 2:30. Then Mom has to go pick up him and my granny. So I won't have, oh my gosh. Isn't that interesting stamp set? Bugs and text. I think it's a very interesting combination. And yeah, very interesting. Maybe we'll stick some text down on there while we have it out. This is an old one, an oldie but goodie. Let's stick that, we'll put some of that down. Yeah. I know. It's probably one of the first stamp sets I ever bought. Let's do this. Let's just go like that. Little subtle scripto. Okay. Oops, sorry. All right, let's stick the. I did not realize. Are they that big? I think you said yes, they are that big. God. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Steffi won one of Dee Dee's pages, which was really cool. Oh, that's okay. Tea and toast. It's all good here. Let's see. Whoops. I think I put a little bit too much. I'm glad that ink is permanent. Otherwise, what a mess I would have. Let me hit this with a heat gun. Okay. I was looking at Rolodexes. Oh, yes, thank you. Big fat thumb. That would be lovely. Thank you, Devin. Where that paper smells old. You know, like old paper. It really does smell oldish. Okay. This needs some color, don't you think? I have some color. I have another odd stamp set that has splatters of blood. Yes, Devin, this is the part of the swap. And I'm going to add like a Halloween sticker or something because I don't really have Halloween stamps per se. I've got like I do have a stamp that says boo. So I'm going to maybe stamp that with boo. But I have this stamp set that this is blood splatters, which I think is odd. There's another odd set. That's a blood splatter. So I'm going to put some blood here because why not? And I'll do that in red. Put some blood splatters. I mean, I could splatter, but it is. I mean, if you look at the thingy. Let me get my water. Stick this in here. Okay, and I got some red ink pad. I had that out. Oh, of course I had it out, and now you think I can find it? Hell no. Why would I be able to find it, right? No. Oh, there it is, hiding over here. I found it. Ha 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 ha. All right. Let's put some blood splatters down. Okay. A little splatter here and a little splatter there. Everywhere, a little blood splatter. Yes. Yes, you can see that. Yes, you're right. That's where it was. Do cicadas bite? I, yeah, I don't know whether they bite or not. Yeah, this is really not. This is again needs. I don't have a re-enter. So there, we got some blood. And we'll add, they can. Is November, December in Aussie cicadas spend most of their life underground. Okay. Why did I think they hibernated for 17 years? That just, I don't know where that myth came from. There's got to be something that eats them, right? They must have a feeding frenzy when they come up out. Oh, I guess you're too cold. And the ground freezes. I would imagine your frost is probably in the middle of winter, probably what, 18 inches deep. Depends on the group. With the rash, Ange, they get chased by the birds. Okay. All righty. I would imagine that something would eat them. We have, and I call them, and I won't say it because I'm trying to clean up my language, but they're called June bugs, and they're supposed to come out in June, but they're all screwed up because the environment's all screwed up, so they come out early and sometimes late, and all they do is mate. So I call them F bugs. And they fly around and they're mating, and then they squish, and then you run into them in your car and they smear all over your windshield. So the car wash places are like have lines all the way out to the road because people are having their cars cleaned, and they're horrible, and then they're gone, and they're everywhere. Is Angie having issues? I missed that. Okay. I think my fingers are back. All right. And then when Zena showed, I must have missed. I think I'm going to put a stamp on it, even though it's, I don't think these are supposed to be mailable. Does anybody know whether we're supposed to make these so they're mailable? Mailable. Well, I can put a stamp on it because if it were to be mailed, you'd put the stamp on the. Of course, it's upside down, right? Why wouldn't it be? It's me. I don't know. Let's put a stamp on it. A real stamp. A real canceled stamp. If I can get to them. I made a little camera thing. Band practice. Okay. Oh, Marty. Oh, God, don't say that. I can't think of anything worse than crunching bugs. Oh, God. Oh, gross. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my God. Crunching. Oh, God. That's. Yes, that's correct, Janice. That's what this is supposed to be. And you can either do Halloween or fall. So I thought I'd do Halloween, but I'll probably do fall too. Well, yeah, because that's why I hate cockroaches because when you Yeah, it's like, yeah, they're big and they're juicy and just I can't even kill. I mean, the way I kill a cockroach is I stand above it and drop a book from about 3 feet high, and then I drop the book on it, and then I leave it there for days for all of the pussy gunk to dry up. And the worst feeling I had, except the bee, of course. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't either, Joyce. That's why I'm doing. Do you have a sticker? Because I saw Ava Bohemian do this, and she did. She just used a regular stamp, right, on her Halloween card, and kind of did kind of this stuff, and then put a sticker, like a skeleton sticker on it. But I don't mind anything with fur. But cockroaches, and here there's two kind. Well, I know there's many varieties of cockroaches. I mean, this is my stamps. Ooh, I know. How about, I think that would be funny, huh? How about some S&W stamps? Yeah. Oh, wow. Someone gave me a whole, do you remember collecting these? I do. I actually, um, in a pump, not in a pumpkin, in a pumpkin costume. Okay. Because that would be kind of creepy. Isn't that Peter Pumpkin Eater? Didn't he put his sisters in a pumpkin or something? That's another weird. Tell you what, they had some weird. Didn't they have some odd ideas? I think they were all on drugs. I said that to my. I was in graduate school, and it was an English lit course in graduate school, and we were reading the Ancient Mariner. You know, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. And I very flippantly, I know you're surprised, you're shocked that I would be flippant and sarcastic. I know. I don't like to shock you, but and I made some comment about Coolidge, the guy that wrote it, was high on opium. And oh my God, the professor got really upset with me. He was not high on opium. Well, he wasn't. He smoked opium, and so Sherlock Holmes guy, and they all did. And oh, that's right. Oh, those are gorgeous. They're called gorgeous girls, right? Yeah. Oh my God, S&H stamps established in 1896. Oh my God, can you imagine? Well, I hate to cover that up, but I think that would be kind of funny just to throw a stamp on there. Ha ha ha. So he was very upset with me that I implied that he was stoned. He wasn't. I said, okay, whatever. You know, okay. I'm just wondering, how someone thinks up of these fairy tales. We were talking about Cinderella. And Janice agreed with me. The original story is the stepsisters are whacking off their heels and toes, and there's blood everywhere while they're trying to jam their foot into the glass slipper. That's the original Cinderella, not the Disney version. Yeah. Now I'm going to. I have this is one of my. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, this has got a black cat on it, not a. Where's the other one? Oh, It's okay. That's not the one I wanted. Huh. I have one that just says boo. I thought that would be funny. Well, I don't know that a lot of people say, ooh, yay, blood, Angie. I don't know that a lot of people are crazy about looking at blood. Maybe. If you're a vampire, you might. What do I do with the boo stamp? I gotta stand up because I have a boo stamp. I carved the word boo. And as you know, it's hard to carve words because everything is backwards. That's the door and key. No. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Huh. Door, key. Oh well, can't find the. Oh no, that's puzzle pieces. Oh well, I have a boo stamp somewhere, and I'll find it when the stream is over, as you know. That's the way it goes, right? It'll appear. Let me look under because a lot of times things fall underneath my computer. Okay. No boo stamp. Then we'll put a sticker on it. How about no. That's too big. I've got some cat stickers. Ooh, death. These are tarot. You know what? That's right. I think you're right. I never thought about it that way, Janice, but that makes perfect sense because let's face it, when those guys were writing those stories, it was dangerous. Today is dangerous for different reasons for kids to go out late at night. But back in those days, if you left the confines of their village or where you lived, you could be eaten by wolves. That's true. That bugs me. Hansel and Gretel, right? That's why I have to not look when crafters are cutting. Scare kids, yeah. I think the boogeyman. Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason for that. Many years ago, several years ago, Miss Lena did a very, very, very funny. She did a whole thing on Hans Christian Andersen. And while she talked about Hans Christian Andersen, she drew him. She actually drew a portrait of Hans Christian Andersen, like a pen and ink drawing of Hans Christian Andersen. And he was not a very attractive man. And apparently he never married. And apparently he had a thing for little kids. And this was all revealed in his diary. And do you remember that? Oh my God, you would, all right, Yolande, I'm not making it. Devin was there. I never laughed so hard in my life, and I never could think of any of the stories that he ever wrote again the same way. The ugly duckling took a whole new meaning because I'm thinking of Hans Christian Andersen off doing what he was doing, and he talks about it in his diary. There's no evidence that he acted on these urges, but yes. And that, to me, that was one of my favorite streams. One of the favorite things that poor Lena ever did. Yes, and he had a really big schnoz. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Yes, he did. Poor man. But he wrote a lot of fairy tales. Hi, Becky. I don't like this. I'm gonna add just a little bit of gesso to knock it back a little bit. If I can open it. There's something I don't know. Let's see. I should do the Dee Dee thing. What does she do? Does she put that in the palm of her hand? Let's see, palm of my hand. And then she takes one of these. Does a misty thing. Well, it knocked it back a little bit. Not much. Let me just do this. Okay. Well, if I could find that stamp that said boo, I would put boo on it, and that would be the end of it. I don't really like that either. I'm in a bad way, aren't I? Becky bought more yarn. Does your thing must have a lot of? I know, and I think that's the point that Robert Fulghum is making. That he doesn't really like the Cinderella story because all she's doing is waiting. Your prince will come someday. Well, that's working a little bit better. Knock that back a little bit. Isn't there a line in some movie that says, Virginia, there is no Santa Claus? All right. So that's going to be my first card. Of course, I put that down crooked. Are you surprised? And this is upside down, but I think I'm not happy with that, folks. I'm going to do some more. Just do this a little bit. Blend that in a little bit more. And of course, Clark Gable, he tells her, frankly, I don't give a damn, but that's something different than, whoops. Okay. I don't know. It needs something. I don't know what it needs. It doesn't need, you can't put. Okay, Devin. See you around the internets. And next Sunday for sure. Okay. I'm not crazy about that. Let's see if we can't do better on the next one. Death. But this is my Halloween one. I remember, yes, Virginia, but he explains it's a spirit of giving. Okay. All righty. All right. But who says that? And in what movie? That's not Gone with the Wind. I'm trying to think what movie where he tells her that her name is Virginia. Okay. I've got this other one here. It needs more color. All right. So here's the other one. Let's try some. I have some painty papers here and jelly prints. Whoop. Wow, look at that. Holy moly. Gosh, that's pretty colorful. I guess. All right, let's stick that down. What the hey, right? What the heck? Oh, Devin left, but this is an image transfer I did a couple of years ago. Yeah. So I have done them. I've got 1, 2. Huh. All right. Oh, wow. Huh. Look at this stuff. Huh. That's my dress. I took a picture of the dresser. And then it's my inkjet printer. Oh, wow. Look at this. See, you put this stuff away and then you forget about it. Hi, Desert Nana. How are you? Wow. There's a friend from the past. It was an editorial newspaper. Why would we care, Angie? We wouldn't want you to be anybody else other than yourself, dear. That's for sure. We want you to be you. Okay, take care, Belinda. Have a good night. Sleep well, rest well. All right, let's stick some of this down. I'm good. I'm good. The beat goes on, so they say. The beat goes on. I'm working on these are supposed to be Halloween cards. I know that blue is not a Halloween color, but you know what? I don't care. Ask me if I care. I did have a pumpkin stamp somewhere. On one side, there's pumpkins carved out, and on the other side, there is the word boo. But you think I can find that? Hell no. So, to identify it as a Halloween. Well, I'm glad you're well. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. And Virginia was that the little girl in A Miracle on 34th Street? Or was that the mom? Janice, you have an incredible memory. I used to love that movie as a kid. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was a great movie. Didn't like any of the remakes. But I loved the original movie. Wow. That's right. I should put some down on this side. I am making a mess here. Becky, I got the bear. I think I told you. I got it all cut out. Good night, Kim. Thanks for stopping by. And I've been working on the head. Hi, Kathy. I was supposed to do something for Kathy. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Hi, Sherry. I remember now. I'm working on These are supposed to be Halloween cards, even though that doesn't really look like a Halloween card. But I have some Halloween. Oh, I've got some fall stuff I can do. There's a swap, 6 of them. No, not 6. I keep on saying 6. It's only 5. 5 original postcards are supposed to be mailed to Janet Young. And then you're going to get 4 original postcards back. But I'm not sure whether they're supposed to be mailable postcards or art postcards. Like the ones we did for the July thing didn't have to be mailable. But I don't know whether that's one. I just know it has to have a stamp on it. And I don't know that it necessarily has to be a Halloween stamp. I think it just has to have a stamp on it. And a Halloween theme or a fall theme. So I don't remember now. I'm just cleaning this off a little bit. And okay. Okay, let me just put this over here and here. Let me hit this with the heat gun. What are you doing, Lily? No, I don't want to run you. I don't want to roll you over. When I go to the grocery store tomorrow to pick up my prescriptions, I'm gonna buy. I could. That's true. I could do 6 and keep one for myself. That's true. No one would have to know, right, that I made 6. That's very true, Becky. I made 6. God, I like that blue, even though it's not Halloweeny. I like that a lot. It's a pretty blue. Okay. You're just lying down for a nap. I keep on forgetting it's like 3 hours earlier, and it could be nap time, right? How about ooh. How about I keep on saying how about, and you're going, all right, what are you talking about, Ian? Ooh. Ta-da! How about a raven? Yep, a big old raven. Yuppa-duppa. This is from the Edgar Allan Poe bundle from Graphic Fairies. And that was in my Halloween journal that I made last year. Nevermore, quoth the raven. Knock, knock, who's that knocking at my door? Did anybody ever see the Simpsons version of the Raven, where Bart plays the Raven? He's up on and Homer is like the guy. Oh my God. That was so funny. Such a great spoof. That was a good one. They do really good Halloween. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, but that was a... Hi, Adria. How are you? Oh, what did I do? Why did I cut that off? Huh. Oh, I guess I thought I was not going to have that. All right, I'll draw a branch or something. I'll just cut that right, whack that off. Let's see. Never watched that show. Okay. It was on. I think it's still on. It's on like for 30 some odd years. I don't know whether The Simpsons are still on again or not. I can remember watching it I guess my kids must have watched it. And then they watched Ren and Stimpy. I had a Ren and Stimpy t-shirt. I also had an Eddie t-shirt with a picture of the Boston, the terrier. Was it a Boston Terrier that Fraser's dad had named Eddie? I had a t-shirt with the dog on it. I think those are the dogs that Colleen has. I think she's got a pair of them. No, Jack Russells. The Jack Russells. Jack Russells. Hi, Beth. Are you just getting up from a nap? Because people are getting up for a nap. People are going for a nap. I'm working on some Halloween postcards and trying to make a Halloweenish postcard without any Halloweeny stamps. I was going to carve the stamp, but they don't really want you to carve a stamp. At least that's what they said, even though. But I've got all these pictures from. I guess I never used this raven from that bundle. And this is Graphics Fairies. Anyway. I think I'm going to do a fall one with leaves too. Using the die cut of the kind of the rotting leaves. Maybe I'll do it with some of this old text that coffee tea dyed rather. Oh, I have some leaves right here. Oh my gosh. I found those while I was going through my stuff. I've got those clear plastic bags, and I bought like a pack of them from Amazon. There was like, I think 25 in a pack. And they're all filled. They're all filled with no order whatsoever. Never more. That's right. They're just filled. 25 of them are filled with stuff. And maybe there's a half a dozen of them that are labeled. One of these days, Alice, one of these days, I'll organize them. I'll go through these drawers, and I'll look at that, like most of us do, and go, oh, wow, I didn't know I had that. Oh, wow, I haven't seen that in years. And I might throw out one thing and then put everything back. I'm not very good at organizing my stuff. Whereas Lisa Hensel would say, shit. Okay. I'm trying to cut as fast as Dee Dee, but I can't do that as fast as Dee Dee. She's like the fastest scissors in the West or in the South. I'll fill it in with a black pen. Because with the raven, you're going to see any bit of white. So, got to be really. All right. didn't realize that the raven and crow were two different species. I just found that out recently. I did not know that. I thought they were one and the same. And I think is the crow bigger than the raven? I think it is. Let's take this little dude here. Yep, okay. I saw a video of I'm assuming it was the raven's bigger. Oh, okay. Maybe he's going to eat this. He's not very happy because there's nothing left. It's a dead roadkill. You got roadkill on the side of the road. And I think I know the crows are really smart. There was a video of, there was like a plastic bottle, and it had water in it, but the crow couldn't reach the water. Oh, okay. Did not know that. So the crow put its beak down into the bottle, and it was kind of like a bottle like this, right? And it could get its beak down, but the water was like down here. And it had a wider mouth on it. And this was a setup thing, and they had put like rocks around it. And the crow literally picked up a rock and dropped it in the bottle with the water, right? And then obviously the more rocks he added into the bottle where the water started to rise. And he kept on doing that until the water had risen high enough where he could stick his beak in and drink the water out of the bottle. And it was on a video. Someone had, I'm sure someone had set this up because the rocks were laying right next to the bottle, and I guess they were just seeing what the crow would do, and it added rocks one by one until the water was at a level where he could stick his beak down and drink the water. Hi, Ava. Ava live vlog. Oh, okay. You're from St. Louis. Well, welcome. They are, yeah. I think it's interesting that it's known as a murder of crows. I think that's. And Becky said what a bunch of cats are called too the other day, and I had never heard that either. I can't remember now what she said it was. It was a cuddle of cats or something. Not a herd, as we're always saying, like herding cats. I'm just cutting this out because it's not that hard, and we're going to glue this down. I'm making postcards. They're part of a swap. And they're either supposed to be Halloween or fall oriented. And I think they have to have a stamp, like a rubber, not like a postage stamp, but a stamp on it. A clouder. Hi, JL, you remembered, or maybe you already knew that. A clouder of cats. That just, I'd never heard that word before. Like a chowder of cats. Until Becky said that the other day, I had never heard that word. How many knew that? A group of cats is a clouder. I did not know that. All right. And let's, I don't know. Should you go like so? Maybe cover up a lot of that blue. It just seems odd to have that blue in a Halloween thing. And stick this dude over here. And I think I'm going to use the oh, you have 2 cats, Ava? Well, that's good. We got some cat people in here. I have a cat named Lily. Becky's got a clouder of cats. I don't know how many cats have to be in a clouder, but I think Becky might qualify for a clouder of cats. Does it say how many cats does it take to make a clouder of them? I wonder whether that expression, herding cats, comes from that Super Bowl ad many, many years ago. Does anybody remember that Super Bowl ad where the guy is on horseback and he's literally herding cats? And he's got like a cat across his lap on the saddle. I just call him a herd of cats. Not a clouder. I think I'm going to do the Stabilo. 2 cats. Oh, Coco and Kiki. All right. I had 2 cats. Now I have 1. I've always had, I've had cats forever. I had them growing up, had them, when I was married, had them when I was single. I wonder if I'd have to think, I want to go back and think about how many cats I've had in my life. Like a lot. Quite a few. I'm going to use matte medium to put down this whatever this is. It's a skeleton of a frog, I guess. It's a weird stamp. That's what it is. And I stamped it on tissue paper. Okay. And let me do this. So I'm going to put some words on there. I wish I could find my boo. I need a, that is a stamp, but no, that's not going to work. Oh, I have something. Where is it? Did I not bring that in here? Oh, gosh. Wait a minute. I had a whole bunch of Halloween stuff. Oh, Lord. I could have sworn I brought that in. I brought that in, and that in, and not that. Okay, well, I don't know. I went through the Coco and look, I found it. Oh my gosh, it's on the other. Coco and Olive. That's a catalog that I think Colleen and Kathy are the ones that told me about it, and I sent away for the catalog. It's not easy to get a catalog from them, and it took forever. They're not giving up their catalog, so I didn't want to buy anything. Oh, yours is Gracie. This is their Halloween. And it looks like they actually hand wrote my address. Olive and Cocoa. They're a Salt Lake City outfit. And this is their Happy Sunday, yes, catalog. And I was going to use these pictures because they get a lot of, but they're very expensive. Just saying. Very, very expensive. You're a Halloweeny person? Yeah, some people, yeah. I mean, I loved it as a kid. Ooh, there's some. Oh, I'm looking for some verbiage. Happy haunting. I can cut out some verbiage here. Baby cow kids chair. Oh, that's scarecrow. All right, let's do this. Let's see if they have anything with her. Let's see. I'm just looking real quickly to see Mystic Lit Witch in the Rising Witch. Don't have a witch in that picture. Haunted. Boolicious. Happy Haunting. That would be a good one. And then they go to, let's see, Homecoming Pumpkin Couple. Now, I'm sorry. Is that not random? You got this Halloween stuff, right? And then they have this. I'm sorry. That's creepy, right? A snake? I don't understand that. I don't get that. Let's just throw a blanket in there with a snake on it. Embroidered. Oh, it's a scarf. Woo-wee. All right. Okay. And then they got some snowman in the back. Okay. No, I got, anyway, but I can use this. I will use this verbiage. Oops. Save that for Christmas. Okay, snowy. No, we don't want that. I want the Chinese lantern berry. Oh, wow. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. Hi, Renee. I'm doing Renee got her, all of hers are done. And I'm just struggling to get a couple done. And whoops. No. Whoops. No. I'm going to put the heat gun on that. Oh. Huh. Dia de Muertos couple. Day of the Dead couples. Right? Is that Dia de Muertos? Is that right? Day of the Dead? I know dead. Day of Dead. But that's not Halloween. I guess Halloween is the Day of the Dead. I was thinking it was. Oh, look, there's Boo. Okay. Ooh. I got a plan. I got an idea. Day of the Dead. November 1st, right? Well, I only got one catalog from them because I never bought anything from them, so I don't blame them. But I had to, I guess, email them. I had to do something to request a catalog. And they were not giving one up, a print one. I guess I could buy something, but again, I said they were really pricey. I'm thinking this could be the branch that he's on, right? No, that's not going to work. Well, maybe this way. Stick it this way. No. Well, maybe just. No, it's not going to work. All right, let me just dry this a little bit and then we'll move on. Yes, isn't it nice, Renee, to see Desert Nana? I used to know your name, and I can't remember it now. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're very expensive. They think their stuff is pretty precious. I wonder if they have a brick and mortar store in Salt Lake City. Because I would definitely check it out. Okay, I'm going to put happy haunting across here. That's what I started to do. And then I saw that, let's see, is that going to, well, we'll cut it out and see. Uh-oh, dog chaos. Let's see, is there a happy? I was just hoping that maybe there was a thing for what they thought. Oh, this here, right here. This thing right here that any one of us could probably whip up. It's only $264. Just saying. The name of the company is Olive and Cocoa, and they're out of Salt Lake City. This little cat here, let's see what they think that's worth. That's only $148. And Rich's Snow, it's all over $100. I know. Yeah. Okay. I was just looking for Haunted Lantern. No. These guys here. You ready? They're $328. Just saying. Now they're pretty tall. They're 33 and 35 inches. And but they're $328 if you're just interested in getting those. Oh my God, look at this. Look, there's a pillow and it's advertised as the Nevermore pillow. I can cut out Nevermore and put it over the crow. Oh my gosh, is that not awesome? Yeah, fall season decorations. Never really decorated for anything other than Christmas. I mean, I know some people would hang, like do an Easter egg tree, and they'd hang eggs. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Michelle's a new friend from the Streamathon. Well, this is not, okay, this guy here, this wooden skeleton thing, that really wouldn't be that hard to make. He's only $174. Oh, he's made out of reclaimed vintage rolling pins. There you go, gals. Start looking for those vintage rolling pins, and then you too can have a skeleton. Look at this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at this. Nevermore. Oh, look. Look. I have some thingies here that I cut out earlier. Because that doesn't mean they're going to be there, right? When you cut something out earlier, that means they're going to disappear. Let's see. I'm just thinking if that's big enough, I'd stick that on there. You can't see, but I'm thinking of sticking that. I mean, there's another word underneath that, but you can't really see it. Let's see. Will it fit here? Oh, that would be even cooler, right? If it would fit, but it's not. Oh, no. No, if I took out the quotes, it would. Okay. Got some numbers. This hand doesn't work. Yeah, I can do that. I think it needs to be mounted on something, but let's see. I don't like that. I like the return. I'm going to stick that on the return, and then you won't see the end of the R. I know. I think so. I think you do. You probably could eventually. I mean, if you went to enough thrift stores and just started collecting rolling pins, maybe eventually you too could have a rolling pin skeleton. See, the problem with that stuff is, but I guess I'm thinking if you could afford to buy that stuff, you probably have a big enough place where you could store it. I mean, where do you store it after the? I mean, I have enough trouble storing my little 4-foot Christmas tree and ornaments. Okay, there. You see, nevermore. We don't have, since being in Florida, we don't have the 4 seasons. I know Floridians, I mean, die hard, born here, lived here their whole lives for little Floridians will tell you that, of course, we have 4 seasons here. Hello, the silent forgotten. How are you? Where do you hail from? Another new name. Yeah, Renee's dogs got going the other day, and they were making a racket, weren't they? Oh, okay. Oh, you had tons. Okay, tons. That's a serious amount. Used to do a big party every year for the high school kids. Well, that's nice though, because they had a safe place to be, and parents knew where they were. I mean, that's cool. That makes a lot of sense. I think that's really that's a wonderful thing that you did. Oh, a fellow Canadian. I'm not Canadian, but we've had several Canadians. A good friend who's located was in Ontario, Canada, now is in the Calgary, Alberta area. Well, welcome. So I'm happy with that. So let's do a little black around that. Right? I think that basically saved this, because this makes no sense whatsoever. But with the nevermore thing, that all of a sudden makes, well, not that it really makes sense, but it kind of makes sense. It makes more sense now. How fortuitous that I got that catalog out and found nevermore. I mean, think about that. Oh, you had time. Oh, man. Wow. So you were tricked and treated. That's cool. How does your son feel about having his birthday on Halloween? Yeah, that's funny, because I was thinking the same question. Ah, Carol, see, you heard Ontario. We have a new person who's from the Ontario, Canada area. Lots of candy. He liked it, yeah. I guess it would be, it's different. I mean, it's like having your birthday on Christmas or Christmas Eve. My daughter-in-law's birthday is on New Year's Eve. Now, I'm going to probably ruin this, but if I do, it's okay, because I have 3 more crows down here, or ravens, or whatever, because I really think they need to be outlined, and I'm going to do the old Stabilo thing to them. And this could be the surmise of the raven. I don't know why I think it. I mean, it's not like it doesn't stick out. He does. He, she, whatever. I probably should have done that around the edge of the card and not around the bird. But we'll find out in a... And I'm not a spitter like... oh, man. I can't have such a block. Louise Nuss. Blank Louise Jenkins. I can't even remember her name. Okay, should I do it? Well, there you go. I don't blame you. The grand finale. Yeah, some people do that. I've never heard of that until I started crafting. And a lot of crafters, Lori Marie, thank you. Lori Marie is the spitter. and she spits, and I don't have enough spit in my mouth to do that. So I'm going to use a little bit of water. Water everywhere. I got this little tiny brush. And we'll see. And then it'll be time to say goodbye. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Oh, that's not as big as I thought it would be. I don't know whether it was necessary to do this, but I'm committed now. And this brush is horrible. Let's come around this way. I guess it helped. I should put something under his. Oh, I know. Well, I could do this. Gives him something to stand on. Okay. And then we'll do the nevermore. And maybe he's thinking, he's looking at that skeleton saying that he's never going to eat that. Oh, oh my gosh, I forgot to put the pin back in the, I've never had it ooze out. And now, of course, it's not going to come out because I didn't put the pin back in. Ooh, farted. Okay. Whoopsies. Let me go around that. Really? Last year he had overalls and a flannel shirt. Tailed down after. Oh wow. Huh. Some people have Halloween stuff up already? What is, oh my God. We had somebody that had actually here, they had like a ladder going up the side of their house, and then they had like the fireman in the chimney with this I guess a fireman of like a fireman going up the ladder, like a life-size thing of a fireman going up a ladder, and then with Santa's boots hanging out the chimney. I think it was quite an elaborate decoration, especially for this community. Sherry, I was not happy with this card, but as things like this happen, I'm liking it more and more. And whoops. See, I've got it. So, but the nevermore is really what saves it. And maybe I'll put something here. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not too angry with that. It kind of somehow came together. Isn't that the way that always happens, though? They always say you got to go through the uglies, and then all of a sudden there's a turning point. But definitely, the nevermore was the turning point for that. Yeah, and the blue when I put the blue down, Renee, I thought, what am I doing? I mean, blue has got nothing to do with Halloween, and it's a piece of. I mean, it's literally a piece of jelly plate scrap. Her license plate is bird. Oh my God. That is funny. Oh my gosh. Amazing. So, whoops. I better put the pin in it. Put a pin in it. If I can. Oh my God, Ann, come on. I haven't even had a drink yet. That's probably why I can't do it. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. That's true. I used to love carving pumpkins. And there's no reason. I used to love carving them, and I loved eating the seeds. Roasting the seeds, baking the seeds in the oven, and then eating them. All right, so I've got this card, and I think I'm gonna put black around them. Do the black thing with the ink thing around the edges of both of them, and maybe get some wordage out of that catalog. Find some wordage for that for this one too, and that might pull that one together. So, well, thank you so much for being here, every one of you, and welcome to new and old friends. Desert Nana, it's awesome to see you, and I'm glad that you're well, and hopefully you'll pop in again soon. And welcome to our new friend from Ontario, Canada. I hope you pop in again. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my growing channel. I would appreciate that, and a thumbs up as you leave. And everybody have a great week. And I guess that's going to be it for today. So let me go up here and get ready, and I can tell you once again, bye, Ruth. Hi and bye, Ruth. And Becky's 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning Eastern time. So as you're opening that one eye, go see Becky. Thanks for the reminder, Becky. And if you can't be good, remember, be fabulous. Bye. Bye, Ava.